Hi, I'm Gary Favors.
I'm Carlton Green.
Hey, Carlton, some people watching these videos may come to the opinion that we are sellout Uncle Toms and that we worship in the white man's religion. What you have to say about that?
Nothing could be further from the truth, because when you go all the way back to Abraham, coming from the land of Ur of the Chaldees, which is modern day Iraq, which is in Africa. And then he had sons, Ishmael being one, Isaac, the one that the promised seed will come through. These people were people of color. Now, when Jacob and his 12 sons, and you know the story behind Joseph, how they sold Joseph into Egypt as a slave. And Joseph grew up, and then eventually his brothers went down into Egypt to get some food, because Joseph was in second in charge to the Pharaoh. So when they saw Joseph, they didn't recognize Joseph as their brother. They thought he was an Egyptian, their own flesh and blood, and Joseph had to reveal himself to them and make himself known. So for people to look at this and say, well, we are advocating a white man's religion and Jesus was white, that's not true. That's just a misrepresentation of Christianity. The 41 men who wrote the scriptures that make up the Bible were all Hebrews. Not one was a European. The Ethiopian eunuch that became a Christian and started the church in Ethiopia, even to this day, the Church of Ethiopia never fell under European influence, never fell under the influence of the Roman Catholic Church. So truthfully, the Ethiopian church is where Martin Luther got his teachings of the just shall live by faith, because he was amazed at the fact that they did not practice indulgences, because the Roman Catholic Church at that time, you know, they had the little saying, when the coin in the coffer rings, the soul from purgatory springs. In other words, they was telling people that you went to purgatory and you had to pay money to get out of purgatory. But the Ethiopian Christians did not practice that, and Martin Luther found out why, and that's when the Reformation started. It actually started from him being influenced by the Ethiopian church, which is black.
Okay, so the scripture let us know in the book of Revelation chapter 5 verse 9, it says, and has redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred, tongue, and people and nation. So God is a God for all people, especially for those who are saved by his grace and mercy.
Amen.